Bang. Okay, I think we're live. Yeah. Am I on the right thing though? Let's see. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, I just got to switch over, I think. So if I go like that, bang. Is it me now? Is it me? Is it me you're looking for? Am I live on a Tuesday? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, what's up? Hey everybody, it's your boy, Dan. I'm here. Little fucking under the weather. Not in a way that prevents me from working like physically, but you know, I think if the last few years have taught us anything, it's that people don't want to share your boogery sickness. So I'm staying home. I'm not interacting with folks. I would have went to the shelter today and pulled a dog. I really want to pull a small breed dog this week. And I would have went to the encampments and dropped off tents and jackets and tarps and things that folks could use during this rainy season. But I feel like the last thing anyone needs from me at the shelter or in the encampments is boogers, green boogers. So as long as I'm shooting green boogies out the nose, I'm not going to be out there infecting the world. But let me double check and make sure that I'm actually podcasting right now and I'm not just talking to myself. Because that would be embarrassing, right? That would be kind of embarrassing. Let's see. Go to our channel. Oh, it looks like we're live. Oh, that's an ad. You know, it's like double ads. You get an ad and then you hear the ad while I'm trying to pull up the video. That's amazing. Okay, so I see some folks are here. For some reason, I'm not seeing your chat on the screen, which is live chat. Make the live chat. Ah, there you go. Mr. Bean Flicker. Ben, what's good? Ryan, he said vid and audio are cool. Okay, all right. I'm in the game then. I'm in the game. Let me share this link with the world. And we can start to discuss some things your boy's been mulling over in my head. You know what I mean? Yesterday I was sick and just doom scrolling and getting in arguments with people online, being really doing really out of character shit, but I realized that like my body is in revolt. I am I'm purging myself of years upon years of excessive marijuana and tobacco intake. Again, not completely sober, although I did not drink anything over the last couple of days because I've been sick and that's not going to help me at all. So I guess this is sober, but I'll tell you what, oftentimes I'll just be sitting there like, fuck, I feel like I'm high right now, even though zero anything ingested that would make me feel that way. So what's up? Godzilla never lost anything, Liam. Let's be real about that shit. My man Mandrew's in here. Sunday Venom. Yeah, man. So yesterday, I mean, leave it to a Facebook post from Uno Lavos to really bring out the old Dan. But you know, doom scrolling yesterday, and I seen Uno Lavos post his battle with Lunar Sea. Shout out to Lunar Sea, saying congratulations, you made it to 3 million views or whatever. And this motherfucker has the nerve to say, still the most traveled Latin battle rapper. What? Homie, hold on a second. Pretty sure I'm a fucking Martinez. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put you on blast, but let's compare passport stamps, okay? I'm pretty sure I'm fucking smoking you across the board. I'm pretty sure if you spend the next 2 years traveling around the world, you still ain't gonna fucking catch up to me. So stop that, okay? Stop that. And please, if you ever see me saying I'm the most anything that I'm not, check me, all right? But out of character though. That's ridiculous. What am I doing arguing with fucking Uno Lavos about battle rap merits in 2024? What kind of fucking how far backwards are we moving if that's what we're doing? You know what I'm saying? So I apologize. Not to him, of course, because he's fucking wrong, but to anybody else that had to see me act childish and out of character, I'm sorry. I'm off that, okay? I'm not gonna allow my detoxing, or for lack of a better term, my general frustration and anger that has come with not smoking weed anymore or tobacco. I feel like tobacco is really the one that's fucking killing me here. And then also being sick for the first time in like 3 years, which I have to attribute to the whole situation. It's like my body is like, what are you doing, fool? You usually give me hella weed and tobacco to operate off of, and now you're not. So now I'm throwing green boogers at you. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna smoke. Okay, I'm not gonna allow any of this frustration or sickness or boredom or any of the things that have been assaulting me. Dreams, oh my God, the fucking dreams, they're terrible. I'm not allowing it. I'm not going to smoke weed just so I don't dream anymore. All right, I'll eat a gummy. We're done smoking. It's not about the THC per se, as much as it's about ingesting or inhaling carcinogens, which at 40 years old, you gotta fucking stop doing. You can't be doing that shit. Yeah, I feel like my body is, somebody said that it's common to get sick when you quit something like that, when you quit smoking for years. So that's okay. At least I'm moving in the right direction. AB said, Uno Lavo's still battling? I don't fucking know. I didn't even know he was I forgot he existed entirely until I seen that post. And then just in my like booger-filled rage had to fucking be like, nope, we're not allowing for revisionist history. Not on MLK Day, not on any day, okay? We're not going to just let you change the rules of your life. And, you know, yeah, I'm a fucking Latin battle rapper. Suck my fucking Mexican dick. It's true, okay? My last name, Martinez. My whole life. And I've been repping that shit since the first battle rap I ever did. Since the first fucking grind time battle ever. I let everybody know that I'm not just a goofy white boy. I'm a goofy half white boy. And I refuse to allow you to drag me in that way. So yeah, that's true. I don't know if Uno Lavos is battling still, but I'll tell you what. That's a person that could get fucked up. He could get fucked up in a rap battle by me. There's very few people in the planet that I would want to battle for any reason. Carter Deems was one of those people just because I think he's so amazing and I knew it was going to be a fun battle. For an entirely separate reason, I would definitely fucking dog walk Uno Lavos for sure to raise some money for some pups in need. As I said, the only way I'm doing a rap battle is if it's going to save the lives of some dogs. Okay. So, putting you on notice. I don't know if you still do this shit. I don't know what you do, but I'll fucking dog walk you if that's what you want. And we could do it to raise some money for dogs in need. If you care about that, I don't care. I care, and I will. Putting that out there. All right. Questions for Dan. Guys, I'm here. I'm bored. I can't fucking go do any of the things that I want to do. So I'm here live with you, and I will answer any fucking question you have to ask me. So fucking let's go. Shoot them my way. Fucking notification gang in this bitch. I love you guys for still being here after all these years. You know what I mean? Still being a subscriber to this beautiful channel. And still getting notifications every time we go live. And I know who you are because I see you motherfuckers. Every time I go live, it's the same names. Love you. Didn't Uno get blackballed for snitching? I don't know. But hey, these are the things I need to know. If I'm going to fucking wash this turd squeaky clean, let me know. Send me snitching paperwork. I'd love to have more information on that. That seems like something he would do. So... yeah. Okay, cool. Tell me about it. I would definitely battle Uno Lavos in Mexico, and the entire crowd would be on my fucking side. I promise you that. I promise. I promise. He said I had to retire for 7 years to finally agree to a battle with Uno Lavos. Yeah, I guess, man. That's it. It took a 7-year retirement to make me feel like that would be worth doing. But it's like I said, like there's only so many people in the world that I would ever want to battle. And like having done a fun battle with someone I respect, it would be cool to do a brutal battle with someone who needs an ass whooping. That's always fun. And that was one of my favorite parts about battle rap, when I had the opportunity to really fucking put somebody in their place. Trying to think of what battles really felt that way to me. 100 Bullets. Shouts out to 100 Bullets. And I like the guy too, but there was this like, you know, this idea in the world at that time that like he was a better writer than me, and that I was like not skilled with the pen. So I had to fucking beat shit down that kid's leg so that everybody knew that that wasn't the case. And that was a fun one for me, you know, revisiting that. Good times. One of my favorite battles. And I think that would be cool. Yeah, fucking Michael White was on Kill Tony. I mean, they'll let you, that's not a good credit, okay? Like you can't be like, "Oh, I was on Kill Tony." Yeah, it's like, you mean the podcast where they let people with special needs do 3 minutes of comedy and then make fun of them? Yes, he was there. That's cool. Good job, buddy. I don't know if he still does stand up. He certainly ain't out there working like my man Carter Deems is. Like, as far as I know, Carter Deems, Isaac Knox, and then now Lunar C are the people that are like actively battle rappers who do stand-up comedy, not have done stand-up comedy. And then if we want to talk about like accomplishments as a comedian, let me see a fucking Uno Lavos set, because I put up a set of me at the fucking world famous Improv winning a competition like 3 or 4 years into doing comedy. Nothing I would be like proud of today, but I guarantee you still holds up, and holds up better against anything that dude ever released into the world. I would bet the fucking farm on that. I would literally bet the whole, all the green acres, every bit of it on that. So, yeah. Okay. He said I wasn't saying it as a flex. I know. It honestly just puts him right there with Michael White, which is, you know, really where he belongs. So that's cool. Yeah, no, you're right. Associative wordplay does not make you a good writer, Andrew. I think people forget how writing isn't all about like, writing in battle rap isn't all about complexity. And oftentimes the best bars, the ones that I find myself the most attached to, are really simple bars that give you the feeling like, fuck, I can't believe nobody else thought of that. That we got all the way to 2024 and this is being said for the first time. Those are the bars that really stick with me, not the ones that are like crazy fucking scheming or associative wordplay or, you know, double entendres and shit, that where I'm just like, oh, it's really the one that was just on the plate for everybody and nobody got it. And then somebody swooped in and hit it and you're like, oh shit, damn, that's good. Those are the bars that always stuck with me. So, yeah, but whatever. Again, I'm out here wasting time. We got some exciting news. So I talked to Caustic yesterday, and he is going to come podcast with us this week. He said, make sure I come on the day that Cody is coming, because we're going to have a fucking Street Fighter Third Strike podcast. Boy, I'm just going to sit back and listen to these fools talk about video games, interject my little bits of Capcom history here and there. But I'm a button masher. I got no real technical end to that argument or conversation. But what I can do is create the platform where my man's Caustic and my man's Cody have a really in-depth third strike conversation. So I'm excited about that. Stay tuned. I'm not sure what day yet. Cody's going to let me know what day he's coming, and Caustic said he's open this week. So I'm thinking it's either going to be Friday night, Saturday afternoon, or Sunday afternoon. But I will let you guys know. I will give you as much of a heads up as humanly possible. And yeah, that's about as close to a reunion as we're getting right now, folks. But again, open doors. Anybody want to come through and podcast with the boy? I'm here. All right. Probably not today or tomorrow, because I'll booger you up if that's what you want. But you know your boy's going to get in here, disinfect it, and we're going to make sure that this place is fucking sharp and sterile so that my folks can come through and podcast and not have to worry about becoming germ factories in the process. Yeah. What else? Finished Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Holy shit. Great show. I can't wait for this fucking next Godzilla movie to come out. My man's Dom Fisher, the janitor, my dude. He's always posting Godzilla shit on Facebook, and I'm always just like, yes, you're right. I think that's what Liam was talking about, because somebody was saying some shit about, like, people love to fucking, they love to say that Kong was in that fight, or that Godzilla didn't completely fucking wash King Kong. But he did, dude. He beat his ass. He screamed in his face. He said, I'm going to let you go today because you helped me with this Mecha Godzilla situation. But let me find out you're outside of the hollow earth doing anything, and I'm going to fucking slap shit down your face, turds down your leg. I'm going to beat you senseless, King Kong. And what are you going to do? You're going to lay on your back and scream in my face? Hey, it ain't a bow, but it's admitting defeat, all right? So don't sit here and try and have King Kong is on the level with Godzilla conversations with me. That shit is irritating and upsetting, and I will not take it. Yeah, see, Liam sees me on FB fucking just being generally irritable. I went in on a fucking a rescue organization. I say rescue in quotes yesterday. Fucking California Doodle Rescue. Already sketchy, right? Like, I would be apprehensive about, Frenchie specific rescue. Although Frenchies are desperately in need of rescue because they get bred fucking ridiculously. And for the same reasons, doodles are too. I actually have a doodle in my care right now that's on a sleepover and likely going to get adopted. What I'm not going to do is charge a bunch of money for that doodle because it's a doodle. It's going to be the same price as the little fucking chihuahua that got surrendered at the reentry center. All right. They're both the same. They're two dogs that got surrendered. One's a little chihuahua. One's a little doodle. They got the same fucking value to me. And you know what else is happening? They're both getting fixed, because as a rescue, every time a dog comes into the rescue that's unfixed, especially ones that have been bred, we have an opportunity to end the cycle. No more fucking puppies coming from this dog right here. And doodles, because they carry such a high value, if you adopt out an unfixed doodle, that's not fucking rescue work. That's almost guaranteeing that more doodles are going to be created. And this fucking California Doodle Rescue, they fucking posted the other day that they got 13 less than 8-week-old puppies that are available for immediate adoption. Big fucking problems with that. First problem, when you get a dog into your rescue, especially a puppy, you need to quarantine those dogs for at least a week to make sure that they don't have parvo or any of the other super deadly viruses that would affect puppies, right? You have to do that. Also, you get those dogs fixed and vaccinated before you put them out in the world. Now, if you're dealing with 8-week-old puppies, you might want to wait until they're, 6 months or whatever to get them fixed. Well, you better place them with a foster or have a solid agreement with the person who's planning to adopt that you will be coming back to fix that dog. And if they don't allow you to, then you do have the right to take that dog from their possession, because that's rescue. Rescue is not getting a bunch of doodles surrendered to you and then immediately flipping them to people without getting them fixed or vaccinated. And get this, charging between $350 and $1,500 depending on the condition of the dog. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean? So what, the female that's ready to pop out puppies right now, guarantee you that's the one you're charging $1,500 for. Ooh, you motherfuckers, I'll beat your ass. You know what? Sorry, that's inappropriate. I'll report your ass, and I'm going to, and I did, because that's not fucking rescue work. And you're a nonprofit organization. You got a board of directors. Oh, you better believe I posted that shit on Facebook. Flame these motherfuckers. Light them on fire. Flame on, you bitches. Don't call yourself a fucking dog rescue if you're not rescuing dogs. Okay, sorry. Again, your boy's wound up. I don't know how long this is going to last for, where I'm just like super irritated and ready for confrontation. Because it's not like me. I spent the whole last 3 years of my life having very positive interactions with people, not posting anything negative on the internet. And like, especially when it comes to the dog rescue, Adopt My Block, like I did all of that flaming the dog rescue shit from my personal Facebook page. I didn't do that from the Adopt My Block page. We don't need to create enemies with other rescues. Ultimately, with regards to the dog rescue, all people need to hear from us is positive shit. I think people have an idea of how bleak the situation is with regards to the shelter and overcapacity and people rehoming dogs left and right, and greeders, as we like to call them, flipping dogs and breeding dogs left and right for money while there's a shelter crisis and while there's too many dogs just in the world in general. I don't usually spread that kind of negativity from the rescue page or ever, but in this wound up fucking irritated state, yeah, your boy is raging. Your boy is raging on Facebook like a fucking, like every other midlife crisis motherfucker, except I'm not talking about the horrible upcoming election that we have. Oh my God, this year's gonna suck, right? It's gonna fucking suck. Yeah. Treating life as a commodity is fucked, and valuing certain dogs over other dogs is certainly done at the detriment of the dogs. Like Frenchies, 2 years ago, I think they were named the #1 breed in America. And at that time, you could not find a single French bulldog in a shelter. Like, they weren't there. Now, there's probably 30 Frenchies at the San Jose Animal Care Center because people are fucking breeding these dogs left and right. A lot of them are, the gene pool is only so big, man, as far as like who these dogs are mating with. Like, you're getting a lot of inline breeding. You're getting a lot of serious diseases and birth defects getting passed around through these dogs. IVDD is one where I'm sure you've probably seen this, where someone has a Frenchie who their legs just stopped working. Their back legs at some point around 3 or 4 years old just stopped working. That shit is super common, dude. I've encountered 2 or 3 dogs with that disease just in the Bay Area. And it's because, man, it's like even if you're breeding your dog with somebody else who you don't even know, what are the chances that those dogs aren't connected through some kind of genes? Because there's only so many fucking Frenchies running around, man. You know what I mean? It's a bad look. It's a bad look, and it's got to stop. Yo, Dan, have you been watching the Sharks this season? Oh my God. No, I've just been seeing that, like, we're bouncing from one 12-game losing streak to another. Oh my, that's depressing. There was a time when we couldn't fucking not be in the playoffs. Literally 10 years in a row, we're in the playoffs and we're the top 1 through 3 seed every fucking time. Now, man, probably going to be a long time before the Sharks make it to the playoffs again. That's devastating. I bet you that the tickets are cheaper. I don't know, inflation, everything's more expensive. But I'd love to go to a Sharks game. Shouts out to my boy Ryan, who gets me out there to the San Jose Barracudas games every once in a while. We've been to a couple. I love going to watch some hockey. And Barracudas games, it's as tight as a Sharks game in a lot of ways because, like, every seat in the house is fucking good. And a lot of those dudes, like, are going to be playing at the tank sooner than later if they already haven't. You know what I mean? So I would definitely recommend going to a Barracudas game, even though Ryan said yesterday's game was rough. Oh, was it the Sharks game or the Barracudas game? Either way, yeah, I seen we've been getting our ass kicked. That's not tight. That's not tight at all. Is FLO okay? Something happened. I don't even know exactly what happened to him, but I seen him at the GTX event and he was in a wheelchair, and I didn't have the heart to ask what happened. I probably made like a stupid, I said, "Oh man, damn, you got fucked up." Something like that. Right when I seen him. Which is that's not cool. Yeah, I don't know. If anybody has more information on that situation, I'd love to know what happened. I would assume like a car accident or something. Fuck, man, that's heartbreaking. One of my favorite battle people, personality wise, just in general. Bummer. But yeah, I don't have any more information on that. So, do you know if the rap group Death Dealers Anonymous is going to make any more? Yes, I do. I actually do have a little information on Death Dealers Anonymous, even though, for the record, I don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, I know of them, obviously, because they're tight, but I don't know personally who that is because it's not me. But yes, heard a single's done. Heard a single is getting mixed and mastered as we speak, and I heard there's going to be a new DDA release before the end of this month, and then an entire EP produced by DJ Akoza dropping next month. That's what I heard. I don't know. Maybe true, maybe not, because why would I know? That's not me. Shouts. Yeah. But pretty excited about new DDA music. I think people would enjoy that. Oof. I even out of character was like, look what I've been doing yesterday. Oh, God, so bad. I'm embarrassed. Today, I posted something and fucking Uno Lavos popped on there and he said something like, "Oh, of course you're doing dog rescue because you're acting like a bitch." And I said, "You know what? I'm going to let you have that one. Okay? Only fair. My bad. Take that one and run with it. Okay? But again, get your ass kicked for the purpose of saving some dogs if you want to. We can make that happen." Yeah. But I'm pretty excited about having the boys come out and do a Third Strike podcast. I really want Caustic to check out my video game setup. I want him to see how your boy's been getting down. And I believe I could set up a multiple stick situation so that he can even beat my ass in some Capcom versus SNK 2, because that's my shit. Millionaires Fighting Club, bro. That's where I'm at. Back in 2007 or whatever fucking year that was when that game dropped. 2003 probably. That's where your boy's living. Firmly in that world. But I also have King of Fighters 13 Global Match. And I've been playing that game. Holy shit. I'm getting my ass kicked by the fucking computer on this game. This is how I know I'm not good at video games. As soon as I get to the first cutscene in arcade mode, it's the next match. I'm getting fucking the shit beat out of me by the fucking computer. Oh man, I need to play the tutorial and figure out what I'm doing wrong because I'm not doing it right, obviously. Same thing with Guilty Gear. I feel like I'm the man, and then like halfway up the ladder, I just start getting my ass handed to me by the computer, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not playing regular human beings because this would be embarrassing. At least I'm losing by myself. You know what I mean? I've never played Street Fighter 6. I've been firmly living in the world of retro video games for the last year or so. And before that, I took like a 3-year hiatus from video games while I was building the rescue. And before that, the only thing I ever played was PUBG and COD. But now, I would love to play Street Fighter 6. I think it looks cool as fuck. I think it looks super cool. I'm so big into like Capcom lore. Like I fucking watch all of the YouTube videos breaking down all the different Capcom lore and how like Final Fight and Muscle Bombers and all these games are connected to Street Fighter in one way or another. Fucking Chun-Li's in the audience, you know, that type of shit. I love that, man. I really wish that there was a Capcom movie universe, like a really good one, you know, like we got Marvel and now we got, you know, Legendary, the Monsterverse. It would be so tight if there was like a Street Fighter Final Fight, like all the Capcom games were made into actual movies and then there was like crossover action. Ooh, that would be so fucking sick. Shadow Lu, fucking Mad Gear. Yeah, I'm with that shit. Yeah, hell yeah, Pixie. I'm down. I just haven't been playing the games that people play online. I've been playing a lot of like side scrolling shooters like Area 88 and like Dun Dun Pachi. You know what I'm saying? Little B action, little Dun Dun Pachi. I've been playing that shit. Uh oh yeah, I love the fucking Street Fighter animes. I was actually just watching the Street Fighter 2 anime uh earlier this morning. Like I'll see that shit pop on my YouTube feed and I'll just play it and let it run in the background. The fucking Chun-Li versus Vega fight scene. Fresh out the shower, boy. That might be the fucking my favorite anime fight scene of all time. I'm going to go ahead and put that on record. That's my favorite shit. Is Chun-Li versus Vega. Chun-Li fresh out the shower. Come on, son. I was about to buy this $500 Chun-Li bust just so I could put it right here. But that's irresponsible. That's not responsible at all. Also, this Ken, they had this Ken big boy toy. Come on. I'm a big boy. I want a big boy toy. I want a Ken big boy toy. Yeah. Yeah, Vega is a fucking, he's a goon in every capacity. He's a goon. He saved Cammy and fucking put her with those British folks because she used to be one of Bison's clones. Man, you know what's a sick ass game? Cannon Spike. Woo, fucking Cannon. Who knows what's up with Cannon Spike? The shooter, the 3D shooter starring Nash, Cammy, those folks. That lives in that Street Fighter adjacent world. Cannon Spike is the shit. Oh, 1/4 size Akuma. Come on, son. Yep. Chun-Li throws a couch at the kid, bust up his face, and he's like, oh, my fucking face. That's Vega's always like that. Vega's always on some bitch ass, oh, my face shit. Like, which is why he wears the tight ass mask. It's the lamest reason to wear the coolest mask I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? He basically, imagine if Jason was like, oh, don't fuck my face up. Don't. That's what Vega is doing. It's tight. Yeah, Cannon Spike for Dreamcast. Of course, I'm playing it on emulators. I would love to get, if there was any system that I wanted to buy, it would be a modded Dreamcast. And I've seen some on Marketplace. And homie, when your boy pays himself pennies for doing this rescue work this year, I might have to purchase myself a modded Dreamcast just to have one. Just because I like the way it feels. Those big ass fucking memory cards. Man, we used to have the fishing reel for that shit. Bass fishing. Used to have a little steering wheel and the pedal situation. I remember when Sega went fucking under and all the Dreamcast shit was just dirt cheap and you could just fucking go pick up all the Dreamcast shit for next to nothing. Everybody had Dreamcast, like an extra one lying around. I remember the homie had one in the bathroom. He had a TV and a Dreamcast set up in the bathroom. And years later, I would kill for that Dreamcast. Even the one that was in the shitter. Even the one with the poop funk on it. I want it. Jet Set Radio. Yeah, man. I think I want to say that I had a Dreamcast. I know I had a Dreamcast, but it was after. It was like when the shit became obsolete. And I was like, I picked one up for super cheap. That was PlayStation 1 times, right? I mean, that's what it was the Xbox and the PlayStation that washed the Dreamcast out of the market. I feel like there was like the Dreamcast came out and then a year later PlayStation and Xbox came out and it was so much better than, or people felt like it was, I guess, graphically or whatever, so much better than the Dreamcast that there was no coming back for Sega and they were completely out of the console wars. Oh, what a time to be alive. What a fucking time to be alive. Crazy Taxi too. Oh yeah, I still be playing that shit. Again, emulators. The Dreamcast emulator and the Sega Naomi emulator is where I spend all my motherfucking time. Naomi was like the Sega arcade emulator. And that's where you got Project Justice, Rival Schools sequel. Hell yeah. Also, SNK versus Capcom, both 1 and 2. Select your groove. Groove end for me. Psst. What? Air combos. Get off my dick. Was thinking about bringing a couple folks with me on the show in March. Maybe Real Deal and a couple. Yeah, that would be tight. Let's talk about it. Was it PS2? Was it the PS2 that took the Dreamcast out of the game? Yeah, man, Sega. I was a Sega kid for sure. All the way. I had a Genesis when the homie across the street had a Super Nintendo. I remember I had the original Sega with the little fucking like floppy disk fucking things. I was a Sega guy. That was my shit. And it was like we had an agreement, myself and my neighbor Mike. Shouts out to Mike. He would get all the Nintendo shit and I would get all the Sega shit. And that way we got to play all the video games because if I had Nintendo too, then we would just be playing the same games. You know what I mean? So I'd go over to his house. We'd play Super Nintendo, fucking Nintendo 64, GameCube. And then on my end, it was OG Sega Genesis. And then I moved over to what's it called? Xbox. I was an Xbox guy. All the way up until now when I'm just playing these fucking emulators and my Nintendo Switch. And I forgot how much I fucking loved the Wii. And I do firmly believe that the Nintendo Wii was the funnest console ever built. Like as far as like pick up and play, the most fun that like any broad spectrum of human beings could have with video games. They really fucking nailed it with the Wii. The only thing that sucked about the Wii is that there wasn't really any great fighting games except for the best fighting game ever, Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Oh, the shit. And it's like the only fighting game they have for the Wii, and it's the best one. I know you're going to say Smash, but like traditionally, nobody wants to play Smash on Wii. They want to play it on the GameCube or fucking, you know what I mean? So like, even if you were playing Smash on Wii, you were using the GameCube controller to do it. So, yeah. And I wasn't a Smash guy. I never got into Smash. Caustic could talk to you about Smash. And the homie Gmo Ski, who is a fucking Smash demon. We went on tour, and he had the Wii with him, and he would just destroy people in Smash in every city we went to. So, Good shit. Yeah. 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 I guess that was like that is all the Dreamcast stuff went out right around like the time when Grand Theft Auto went from being like the over top fucking driving game to like the Grand Theft Auto that we all know and love. So that's cool. Fucking awesome. Yeah, shouts out to the homie G Moski. I know he's still out there doing the damn thing. Fucking every once in a while I'll fucking say what's up to him on the internet, but it's been way too fucking long since I seen my guy in person. So shouts out. Shouts out. Um yeah. What else, guys? Talk to me. What's going down? When did they do the champion of the year shit? Did they announce who that is? And how come Thesaurus and Big K got left off of all those lists? That's fucking crazy. I mean, I feel like Big K was on more than Thesaurus, but like Peter had arguably one of the best years in battle rap ever. Definitely one of his best years, which is to say a lot because the guy won the fucking world rap championships twice. You know what I mean? Yeah. I guess he's going to be a guy who within like those who know and will always give him his respect, but like the broader, stupider fan base of battle rap will never understand both like how talented he is and how much he kind of shaped this whole shit. And no matter what, whoever your favorite battle rapper is, they are fans of Pete. 100 fucking percent. Guarantee you that. Like, I'll bet the whole Green Acres on that shit. So shouts out to my boy Thesaurus. But regardless, like, recognition is great, but nobody knows better than him how good of a year he had in battle rap. All the traveling he did, I'm sure he had a lot of fucking fun. He definitely put on some incredible performances, and he seems to be living his best life. So I don't think that like a lack of recognition from the greater douchey fan base of battle rap would like make a huge difference to him either way, as far as like on how his year went. Yeah, even Twerk gives Thesaurus his due and wants to battle him. And that's what I'm saying. Like, whoever your favorite battle rapper is, I guarantee you they have a lot of admiration, respect, and probably like inspiration, and probably maybe even started doing this shit on the back of performances they seen from Thesaurus. That's just the way it is. So who else was I arguing with on Twitter? Fucking what is this guy's name? Damn it. I gotta look. That's how fucking insignificant you are. Coach Corleone. Who the fuck is that guy? Posted some shit about how he beat Geechee Gotti. And here I am, just angry in general about the lack of tobacco and marijuana in my lungs. And I was like, no, you fucking didn't. Shut up. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Somebody paid him way more than he usually gets paid to try half as hard as he usually does. And you still lost. I don't give a fuck. There isn't a world where someone who's that unfunny and just generally unlikable is beating Geechee Gotti. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. Nope. I'm out. I wash my hands of that nonsense. It's not true. I refuse to believe it to be a fact. And you want to disagree with me? Well, go ahead. I'm still going to hold my beliefs firm and strong. Pause. But yeah, no, you fucking didn't. Come on, man. Get out of here. And then he said something about me being salty and to put it on my bland ass white food. Sick of this. I'm fucking sick of this. I think white people use salt on their food. I think they use salt and pepper. I think those are probably the extent of the spices that they use. And it's really not, it's not going to change the blandness of your food entirely. But my fucking last name is Martinez, goddammit. Stop this. It's inappropriate. I got mad about Keith Lee's trip to the Bay Area. He left because of all the homeless people. And, you know, he's not wrong as far as like it's out of control and the powers that be really need to do something about this. But I don't want to fucking hear it from anybody who doesn't live here. You know what I'm saying? What he could have done is went to a family restaurant and made that shit crack. What he did instead was bitch about how there's too many homeless people out here, just like every other fucking tech bro who comes from Colorado to a convention or something. Go home then. Honestly, I feel like the Keith Lee fucking food blogging shit has run its course. You're not helpful to anybody anymore. Everyone knows who the fuck you are. You're never going to get a fair shake as far as like you're never going to go to a restaurant and see what it's actually like anymore. Even if you send your family in, they know what your fucking family looks like now. Stop it. Go back to being a failed MMA fighter, okay? Do that. And I don't need you fucking telling me what good Mexican food is in Oakland if you didn't even go to the fucking Sinaloa truck, okay? Get out of here. Go home. We don't need it. I certainly don't need you fucking shining a light on how terrible it is to live here. Maybe fucking all the people who moved here from far away can fucking move away. That would be tight. Go home. Go back to wherever the fuck you're from, and you won't have to fucking dodge fecal matter on the street. All right? I'm out in these fucking streets trying to make lives better for folks that are living the worst way possible. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from some fucking out-of-towner. I just don't. I'm sorry. Bah. But it's whatever. This dude likes King of Fighters. He Mexican. Right? Right? If there was ever any other indication that I'm truly Hispanic, it's the fact that I'm always picking Ioria if we're playing SNK versus Capcom. I got a fucking SNK team, and I'm in the SNK groove. Get off my dick. Okay. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm apologizing a lot, but I feel so wound up. Oh, check this out. Your boy got back on his bullshit and started skateboarding again. The other day, I took a trip to the liquor store, and I decided I was going to skate to the liquor store. And I weigh 155 pounds now. I'm probably 20 pounds lighter than I was the last time I tried to skate. So I fucking pop a little ollie, and I'm like, woo, I feel fucking good. But you know what didn't feel good? My fucking soggy ass skateboard, because it's been sitting on the porch, just absorbing the moisture in the air. I fucking papped that thing on the ground, and it fucking didn't even make a noise. It was like I hit a wet noodle on the ground. So I was like, all right, I need to set up a new board. And the homie, I shouldn't say the homie, Vinny Pontier, who we met when we did a podcast with Avocado, skateboarding podcast. Fuck, I would have loved to have get that off the ground. Just too much shit going on for both of us, I think. But we did a skateboard podcast. We did one with Mike York, and we did one with Vinny Pontier. And Vinny Pontier gave me this board. It was what am I trying to say? He doesn't ride for this company. They just did a guest. That's what it is. A guest board for him. And he gave me this shit. And I had it like just on the wall, but I was looking at it. And I was like, oh, this is a fucking good board. I love the fucking nose on this thing. It's kind of square, super fucking long. It's kind of flat. I like this fucking board. So I stood on it and I was like, damn, I'm going to have to throw some grip on this bitch and skate it. And I don't know if he would be bummed at me for that. I personally, if I gave someone a skateboard, I would rather they skate it than hang it on the wall. So I hope that, Vinny, I hope that you're happy that I'm out here skating on the board you gave me. Um, I'll hang it on the wall when I'm done with it. But for now, this motherfucker is going to get used and abused by your boy. And again, I hope that you like that more than me just hanging on the wall. But I wasn't going to go buy a new deck when I had one that looked this nice just sitting there. And of course, my fucking last thing I ever want to do is get new trucks. I actually have a couple pair of these Independents. Fucking awesome. They're hollow now. Everything's hollow. The axle's hollow. The kingpin's hollow. Back in the day, these shits were a lot heavier. But I only rode independent 136s or 146s, depending on how wide the board I was riding was. I used to ride wide boards when I would be skating in the ramps, and then skinnier boards like this when I'd be skating on the street. I want to say it's like a 7 3/4. Probably a 7.5. Either way, it feels good on my feet, and you're gonna see some clips of your boy fucking shredding sooner than later. Did I go out and start grabbing clips day one? Oh, hell no. Your boy was just doing 50-50 grinds, just rolling around, carving 50-50 grinds, a couple board slides here and there, just taking it real easy to get back into the swing of things. But homie, give me a month or two and I'm gonna be fucking winging big old frontside airs, fucking straight leg indie, tuck it, pause, don't pause, get it. That's what I'm gonna do. So expect to see some skateboard clips from your boy. Favorite skate brands ever, or favorite Dex hardware wheels. Okay, so my favorite skater my whole life was Tim Brosh. Rest in peace. He was a homie, and he rode for SMA. So my first skateboard ever was a Santa Monica Airlines Tim Brosh toilet bowls. Ever Slick. It was like fucking 8 inches wide. Thing was shaped like an egg. Had little tiny 27 millimeter wheels. Always independent trucks. Always like independent. The only other trucks that I ever rode besides independents were Crux. I'm an NHS kid. I grew up here in NorCal. So I rode Santa Cruz when Tim rode for Santa Cruz. Creature. My brother actually rode for Creature. He was sponsored by Creature. Consolidated. All NHS. So NorCal. All the way, all day, every day. As far as wheels go, I wasn't super like brand hoary about wheels. I feel like we rode more Spitfires than anything else because they had like the biggest variety of sizes in wheels. So oftentimes, like I would, like I said, if I had bigger boards, if I had a wider board, then I'd have some bigger wheels on it, smaller wheels on smaller boards. Always Spitfires. And I want to say, I don't know what fucking size. Let's see if I can see. I done rubbed the graphic off of these. But Spitfires, Shorties. I don't think I ever had any other hardware besides Shorties. Fucking Shorties was a shit. I remember back in the day with the Big Brother magazines, they used to have that fine ass Mexican model that used to Rosa. That's my childhood right there. Rosa ads in the Big Brother, Rosa Shorty ads. Fuck yeah. But Anti-Hero I liked a lot because I was a big fan of John Cardiel, also one of my favorite skateboarders. Yeah. I worked at a skateboard shop, so I got to like try out everything because I stole it. But I was always an NHS guy. I always went with the NorCal brands because this is where I live. This is where I'm from. And rep the homies. You know what I mean? So, bang. Yeah, man. Snapping a independent kingpin, not easy to do. Probably easier to do nowadays that they're fucking hollow, but it wasn't easy to do back in the day. Shouts out again to my boy Liam, who I'm pretty sure would just wash me in a game of flat ground skate, which is depressing if you think about it. But when I get on my board, dude, I can drop in a ramp right away and I'm doing blunt tricks, like blunt frontside rock, blunt, 5-0 tail, revert, like all that shit is so deep in the bag. The flip tricks, they take a while to come back. I had to try and do a tray flip like fucking 10 times before I landed all hang 10 fucking shaky the other day. Kick flips. Like it's easier for me to roll up on a little bank and do a backside flip than it is to just do a kick flip moving straight. Also like kick flip 50-50s are almost easier because the board just goes bop, right onto the fucking coping. It's funny how like certain tricks I have muscle memory for, but then flip tricks in general, like it's just harder to connect to that muscle memory because it's way more like there's nothing helping you. Like any of the tricks with like transition or even like skating a ledge or whatever, it's like I remember like to do a tail slider, to do like a 5-0, like how you put your body against the ledge. And it's like how you put your body against the coping or whatever. But when you do a flip trip, it's just all you and your board. And if you don't remember like how to flip and pop and catch and like it's just harder to put those things together in my mind than it is to do anything on transition or anything where there's like an obstacle involved. But that's because I grew up with a half pipe in my backyard, I think. Yeah, man. I have an English bulldog, and I feel like English bulldogs have a natural inclination to skateboard. I've seen it. Maybe it's because they're so fucking low to the ground, but I don't know. Gus has got goofy, wonky legs. I wouldn't want him to like fuck himself up. His feet are kind of fucked up too. I feel like the grip tape would be rough on his feet. So I'm not letting Gus skate. He's too fragile and precious to me to let him roll around on a skateboard. I don't want that. A kid, if he hurt himself, I don't know what I'd do. Heel flips, I never really had them. Kick flips in the bag. I mean, I used to be able to, do a kick flip and catch it in the air downstairs and shit. Heel flips, I never had it like that. Never. I could do heel flips like just to not catch the letter in a game of skate, but they were always like rockety if I was doing like a regular heel flip. I like, as far as heel flip tricks that I learned, I used to be able to do half cab heel flips. I used to be able to do frontside varial heel flips. And I used to be able to do fakey frontside varial heel flips. But I feel like that's the extent of my heel flip and fakey heel flips. That's it. That's the whole heel flip bag. I could never do nollie heel flips. I could never do nollie heel flips. I could never do nollie kick flips. I could never do switch kick flips. I like landed a switch kick flip or two before, but even then, like we're playing skate, someone bust out a switch kick flip. I'm taking the letter, homie. S K, give it to me. I can't do that. Never could. Certain tricks just never picked up. Yeah, and I always noticed that there were people that were like more inclined to do heel flips than kick flips. I always thought that was funny. I knew people that could do switch shit better than they could do regular shit, and I always thought that was crazy. But I remember back in the day, one of the gnarliest things ever was Salman Agha. I don't know if anybody ever remembers who Salman Agha is. He's a guy from out here. Had a really cool pair of shoes, the camel toe shoes from Vans that had that really weird toe on the front of them. Salman Agha had a part in the Reel video. He used to write for Reel, and he did like his whole part regular, and then he did every trick regular. He did switch, and I was like, oh my god, that was so crazy. And like today, I think you would watch that and might not be so impressed by it because it was just like some switch kick flips over a bump or whatever, and like it wasn't anything too crazy. But back then, the fact that he did everything regular and then went back and did everything switch was like mind-blowing. So shouts out to Salman Agha. Yeah, that's one of those names, man. Like out here in San Jose, we were blessed with so many pro skaters that were just running around the streets all the time. Phil Shio, RIP, fucking incredible. Paul Sharp used to come skate my ramp, fucking amazing. Ron Whaley, Israel Forbes, Gershon Mosley lived on the south side. Gershon Mosley, you would see out skating somewhere, just sweating through fucking 10 t-shirts a session. And he was so badass, so much pop back in the day. Yeah, we were blessed. You could just go to Gunderson and fucking 9 out of 10 times you're gonna run into fucking Tim Brosh and Jason Adams or some shit. It was really fucking really tight. Oh man. I'm feeling a little better, guys. I'm feeling less frantic and angry and upset over nothing. I've been sweating through my clothes and having, not bad dreams, but I feel like all dreams are bad every night. I'm really excited for that to stop. I'm really excited to stop this whatever detox process I'm going through and establishing a new normal where I'm at peace with myself and the world. And I could see someone like Uno Lavos post some stupid revisionist history bullshit and just let it wash over me and not even care about it, But unfortunately, like in this like tightly wound fucking rage ball that I'm fucking like just fist clenched, doom scrolling, and I just can't let anything go. I'm telling fucking Coach Poopy he lost. I'm fucking calling out Uno Lavos. Fucking didn't even know the guy was alive. I'm just doing shit that's out of character. And I apologize for it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, if this is what it takes to move forward, if I got to move forward at the expense of some douchey rappers, then yeah, I'll do that. And I'll take whatever consequences come with that, which are going to be what, I don't know, getting called white a lot. That's fine. I'm half that, 100%. Doesn't mean I don't fucking spice my food up. All right. Doesn't mean SoCal got better burritos than NorCal. Not true. Fucking wrong. Lies. Shut the fuck up. Someone from San Diego trying to tell me they got better Mexican food. Motherfucker, your whole city is a Sublime cover band. All right. There ain't nothing tight about San Diego. You got every physical and geographical advantage. You're right there next to LA on a beach. The weather is beautiful, and somehow your city still fucking sucks. Somehow it's Santeria coming out of every fucking bar. Get out of here. I don't got time for that shit. And yeah, God bless Uno Lavos for still doing the Uno Lavos thing. I mean, some things never change, and I guess we should be grateful for that, right? I feel like we should be grateful for that. Yeah, and I think maybe even Gandhi would have told Uno Lavos to fuck himself. So, oh shit, you met Gershon at a park in Boise. That is fucking tight, man. That is one of my skateboarding idols growing up, and like still to this day. I remember his part in the Santa Cruz Troops of Tomorrow video. We used to watch that shit over and over and over again. And what was so tight about that, all those videos back then, is that like we were skating those same spots. So you would see Gershon like flatland pop a fucking switch ollie over like a stack of 4 tires and be like, that's at Kmart. That's fucking right there at Kmart on Blossom Hill and Santa Teresa. So yeah, shit's tight. Yeah, man. All right. I'm gonna fucking wrap it up. Let's do 5 more minutes, and if you guys want to ask me anything else, I'm fucking here for that. We got a big event coming up. The 2024 Kirk White Memorial Battle Royale, Big Time Wrestling. Shouts out to my Big Time Wrestling homies, the White family, Kirk White's wife and daughter, keeping his name alive through these awesome Big Time Wrestling events. They are big fans of my boy Gus, and they've done a lot of contributions to the dog rescue, helping us raise money and awareness, but also coming out and volunteering at events. So this event, we're going to be there. We're going to be in the building for Big Time Wrestling, and Gus is going to be there. Lord Suggins, I got him a fucking fancy cape and crown. I got him a cart to roll around in. probably going to bring his ass in the ring, and someone might get fucking elbow dropped by his little Scoogie arm. That's what I'm shooting for. But this is at the Newark Pavilion on Friday the 26th. If you want to fucking come hang out with us, Ryan's going to be there. I'm going to be there. The whole Adopt My Block family is going to be in the building. We're going to have Dogs Are Dope booth set up. So please, if you're local and you want to see some badass wrestling, Big Time Wrestling is a fucking big time show. Like, this is one of those awesome regional shows where the people that come from these events are the people that you're going to see in like AEW and beyond in the future. You know what I mean? This is where they start. And not like this is the best kind of wrestling as far as I'm concerned. It's like, you know, not at the Shark Tank, but like still we're still in an arena. Like, big names, but not The Rock, obviously. But this is where like the people that are wrestling on these events are fucking putting it all on the line because they're this close to breaking through. And I think that's like really the coolest kind of wrestling. So check it out. And I think there's a large misconception about like how I feel about wrestling in general. I just don't like CM Punk. I think it's lame that someone can jump into the world of mixed martial arts and fucking get paid more money than people that have been doing it for years. And motherfucker got his ass beat by some day jobber ass motherfuckers. So like, not tight, zero respect for that. But at the same time, Brock Lesnar, he went in and he fucking, bro, that man's a giant monster. Of course he was built for fighting. I feel like there's a lot of wrestlers of both yesteryear and today that would have done really well or would do really well in MMA, and all respect to them. I'm a huge fan of Japanese wrestling because back in the day, and I don't know if this is still true today, those motherfuckers would do MMA fights. Those motherfuckers would go straight from a wrestling match to fighting a Gracie at Pride. So shouts out. I'm a big fan of wrestling. I'm just not a big fan of fucking cults of personality. How about that? I like fucking skill. Holler. Okay. Yeah, all the cool kids are going to be there January 26th. Bang. Thank you, my man, Val Chronification. I love what I do. I love fucking helping out these dogs. And we're going to continue to do that. We're going to use this podcast to do that. And we're going to get back into the world of battle rap in a way that is beneficial to these dogs. We're going to save some dogs this year. And I might even be in the ring whooping some ass for my dogs. Anything for my fucking dogs. Okay? All right. We're out of here. Dogs are dope. Shouts out to Pixie. Appreciate you letting everybody know you can pick up some ill-ass gear at dogsaredope.co. That's dogsaredope.co. And I'll tell you what, show up to Big Time Wrestling in a Dogs Are Dope hoodie, in a Dogs Are Dope t-shirt. Homie, we're taking pics. We're fucking, me, you, Gus Suggs, put it on the wall. We out there. All right, stay tuned. We're going to have another podcast this week with some actual guests. Very excited to have Caustic and Cody in the building to talk about Third Strike while I just sit there. Oh, wow. So cool. That's what's going down. Hopefully we'll get some other homies in here sooner than later. And man, love you motherfuckers. Sorry for being so grumpy on the internet. Bye. Yeah, end it. Gosh.